Welcome back to What Are Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T29, it's a Tier 7 American heavy tank located on the southwest spawn of highway under the command of Marybanks. Okay, game on. Well, this tank comes with three different guns. The stock gun's the 76mm, goes up to a 90mm, and then if you've got the big gun, it's the 105mm, and that's what Marybanks has loaded. 320 alpha, 198 penetration. She has got some premium rounds in this one. They go up to 245. Now the T29 was actually designed to counter the German heavy tanks that were being designed at the time. But of course it later transpired that after Germany was beaten, that they were going to be attacking other heavy tanks. I heard somebody hooting. Somebody using their horns. Yes, Wargaming put those in for a couple of weeks. Well, yes, it was designed to counter the Germans, but ended up probably being best used as a test vehicle for those tanks that were going to be taking on the Soviets if the Soviets invaded the rest of Europe. Of course, they weren't needed in the end because the Soviets stayed behind the Iron Wall, so to speak. But this little tank is one of four different tanks that were actually designed at the time. The others being the T32, the T30, and of course the T34, all based on the same sort of hull and chassis, and just with a different turret and a different set of guns. Of course, T34 has the 120mm, the T30's got the 155mm, and well, the T32, if I remember correctly, that's got a 90mm gun as well. Well, Mary's reluctant to go into the town at the moment. She's rather nicely side scraping there, actually, just in case the enemy does poke around the corner, and they have, but Mary hasn't actually taken any notice of it. She was more concerned with the guy off to her right. Well, she puts a round into the IS for 277 and blocks his 122mm coming back. There's a Super Hellcat over there. I wouldn't worry about him. He's only got a 90mm gun, and you can block that with your armour. Is she sending a message? I think Mary's is sending a message, yes. Yep, she's typing something out rather than playing the game just yet. Well, she knocks the wall down. There was an enemy tank the other side, and she's just spotted a lurver, and he spotted her, I think. Yep, seen her. Now, is she going to do about the lurver? She can easily pen him. She can't pen through that building, though. She's going to have to get closer to take him on. Okay, that's nice. But she blocked the 105mm round that came back from him. And now she's got that IS again. She's almost loaded. It's just under 10 seconds for the reload. 341, that's a high roll. And, ooh, now that's the S51, the Arty. And just lost her driver, so she's had to put him back in. Okay, fire straight through the tree. No, a bit higher. That's it. Didn't get it in. Must have hit the heavy armour. Oh, yes, 51's try again. Now he's got the 152mm, and she takes out the IS. And she took a round from the IS as well. It was a low roll. But she has lost half her hit points now. Now, where is that lurver? There he is. He can see her. Oh, he puts a round into her. She wasn't very well angled against him, but she didn't expect him to be where he was. She thought he was be around the railway carriages. He's actually gone a little further over. Okay, he's knocked the rest of the wall down for us. And the S51 missed her this time, but he actually landed the shell behind her. So he's focusing on her, and the only way to avoid Arty shells is to get out of sight of the enemy so that they can't see you, they can't fire at you. At the moment, she's in full view of everyone, including a Strivers one over there. Well, he hasn't got view of her, but he could damage her quite severely. There's the steering mill. Oh, no, that wasn't fully dialed in. Try again. I'm not sure he can see her, actually. Nope. Not sure where that shell went at all. He is firing in this direction. There, she should get this one. Easy. Yes. Nice kill. So, 2 kills now to Marybanks. She's avoiding the tanks in the town, and lo and behold, there's no Arty, because he cannot see her. That's why how you avoid Arty. You just avoid being seen, and that way you win. Now, the reason she's headed back to the cap is a very good one. There is enemy near our cap at this moment. We've lost our Arty already. There's only one tank up here. It's a tank destroyer, the SU-100M1. Marybanks is going to try and get back as quickly as she can, though. Keep moving. It's a black dog up there as well, otherwise known as the girlfriend. And they've started capping. Mary's in best position to get back. There is another teammate who could come back in this direction, but it's a steep climb up this hill, which is going to be slow in this tank. This is very heavy. They're still capping. She's locked on to the black dog. Oh, she took it off because, of course, she wanted to manually aim using the gun depression. She didn't want to shoot into the ground, aiming for the hull. So she tried to aim manually, and unfortunately on this occasion the black dog managed to get back in time. But it looks like she's going to get a chance for a nice little reset. There's 3 enemy tanks in the cap area. So, time to get firing. Oh, nice one. There's one reset. It looks like the KV-3 was the one who was capping the longest. Now she can fire through that building. Oh, that enemy met a sudden death to the black dog. She's going to go around the side of the building. Okay, the KV-3 is coming directly to her. That's nice. And she's got another reset off him. Go for it. Keep punching it in. Go for that strip, the driver's strip. Oh, she didn't need to. She just went for lower plate. Now it's just the T29 too. She's just got to wait for her tracks to come up. She's actually badly wounded because she's only got 13 hit points left, but she puts her round into the T29 too. He must know she's angling well. Go for it, Mary. Take him out. Nice. Wins the game. Still alive with only 13 hit points left. That was good. That was exciting at the end. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's the first class tanker for Marybanks of REBRN in the T29. She managed to get a fighter badge for killing at least 4 enemy tanks. She got 4 exactly. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged her. A 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of her own vehicle. And she got a Hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy tanks. And her win rate from this game was 7632. Again, it's a very high one. Super Unicum standard. She got a Spartan medal because she blocked a round when she had less than 10% of her hit points left. She also got a Defender medal for resetting the cap enough times to get at least 70 defense points. And she saved her team basically because they would have capped out with 3 in the cap. If she hadn't gone back, they would have lost that game. So it was all down to Mary that they won the game. Let's have a look at team score. 3,042 hit points of damage. She did get the highest damage in the game, but for some reason, no high caliber. She might have accidentally fired a round into one of her own teammates at some point or other, or it ricocheted off into her teammate. But 3,042 was the highest damage in the game. The next highest scorer was the Defender on her own team with 2,419. And after that, it was the E75TS on the enemy team with 2,175. When it came to kills, she had the highest number, but she shared it with the Black Dog on the enemy team. Both got 4 kills, 3 kills to the Smur SM and her Black Dog on her own team. When it came to base XP, it's Mary again. She's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,285 base experience points. She was the only player to get over 1,000 in that one. Not enough for an ace tanker, but certainly very good because she got a first class. 943 went to the Smur SM, 884 went to the Black Dog. She fired 18 rounds in that game, got 12 direct hits, 11 penetrations, damage of 3,042 hit points, of which 607 were at more than 300 meters. She received 10 hits from the enemy. 3 of them were penetrations, 7 non-penetrations, and 3 hits by way of splash damage. That came from the S51. As I said, the moment you start getting hit by Arty repeatedly, get out of the zone so you're not seen, and the Arty shells will stop because the Arty won't know where you are. And that's how you defeat Arty, just by being unseen. And then they can't shoot you if they can't see you. 1,190 hit points of damage blocked by armour, 2 enemy vehicles spotted, 5 enemy vehicles damaged, 4 killed, and 953 hit points of damage assistance. I think that might be spotting assistance actually. She also managed to get 100 defense points. She reset the cap enough times to get the full max 100. On a premium count, she earned 53,886 credits, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, took away 25,396 credits. She also picked up 1 bond during that battle for getting the, was it the Steel Wall? No, the Defender. Sorry, what am I saying? Not the Steel Wall, the Defender. 1,927 XP, and there was no multipliers on this occasion, so that's all the experience points she took away. She says this is one of those special battles. Well, yes, because if it wasn't for Marybanks, they would have lost this game. Absolutely simple. She was the only one who had the presence of mind to go back to the cap when she realised that her own cap was about to be overrun. She went back and she managed to get there in time to get the resets, and it all worked perfectly. So well done to Marybanks. You carried that team across the finish line. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel please, and thank you for watching.